It's time to say goodbye to Canyonlands National Park and the Elephant Hill Trail. But before we hit the highway from Moab, there's just one more spot that you really need to see. All right, so we made a little quick stop off here on the way back out at a place called Newspaper Rock. And very interesting. I'm going to flip the camera around here and I'm going to show you exactly why it's called Newspaper Rock. But it is Newspaper Rock archaeological site. And it is so named because of all the petroglyphs that are painted on the sides of the cliffs right here. So let me see if I can get a little bit. Petroglyph panel, approximately 2,000 years of early human activity. So figures on the rock. Of course, nobody knows what they mean really, right? So as long as there's no UFOs painted on this wall up here, we'll be all right. But
driving back from doing Elephant Hill, and we decided to stop at this super cool site. I highly encourage you to do so if you are coming to this area. Sorry, there are bugs everywhere. You've got to see this. You've got to see this. I can't put it into words. So yeah, it's not that far out from if you go and you do the national park and then you do Elephant Hill. So take the time to do it. Definitely worth it. And I cannot, words can't describe just how amazing this is. Because you got to think, I mean, like, this is history. This is what people left.
you will find Newspaper Rock about 12 miles from the junction of State Highway 191 and Route 211 here, which leads to Canyonlands National Park. It's only about 12 miles in. You'll find this on the side of the road, and you're still about 30 miles from the actual Canyonlands National Park here, but it is definitely well worth the stop. This, which is actually officially known as Newspaper Rock State Historic Monument, is one of the largest remaining petroglyph archaeological sites left in the world, guys. So it's definitely very special. It was designated as a state historical monument in 1961 and became Indian Creek State Park in 1976. Well, the sign says that scholars don't really know what the actual meanings are, but I mean, it's not very hard to figure it out, right? So this is the interpretation of walking to town to go get something to eat and you're taking your dog with you. That one wasn't very hard at all. Let's see what else we have over here. Oh, this is very easy. This is an Uber order that's coming from Chick-fil-A. I don't know what the problem is here. Just kidding. It is pretty interesting though, because now granted this probably was not done way back in the day, but who would have done some kind of a robot man holding a shield? I don't know.
Yeah, that's seriously, that's Santa Claus.
Huh. And then of course these weren't protected so well back in the early days, and people actually carved other things on the wall. 1902 though. That's pretty neat.
1902 and then 54.
Well, they had to have done these out of things that they had seen. I mean, it's not a figment of the imagination, right?
Maybe they saw Santa's reindeer.
I mean, this one right here, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, really and truly, right? It's super cool. It's just right here on the side of the highway going into Canyonlands National Park. It's called Newspaper Rock. Just got to pull off. Again, another beautiful area. This area is pretty unique though, because we've actually dropped down between, as you can see, we're just down in here between the two canyons, and it is super lush and green, trees. There's a river running along the side of the road down there. So not too hard to figure out why they inhabited this valley, was it? Anyway, super awesome, guys. Another beautiful area in Canyonlands National Park.
There's a lot of men standing on the back of horses, not riding them.
No, like the
Doing tricks and stuff.
tricks.
Someone saw
Like
like
the Indians.
all
Yeah,
the
like the
TikToks.
Indians. See, like how our parents have a bow and arrow. Yeah, because that bullshit.
No, like, you know, just the same as...
There you go.
You guys are all ridiculous.
It's a dancing cowboy.
Oh, wait, hang on. Robert, tell me that story again.
You see it right there, right? The one in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a cowboy with his hands out like. And he's got his tassels, his fringe, and a fucked up cowboy hat with horns.
All right. I see which one you're talking about.
And then above it, somebody was putting one of them crazy things, helmets on him that has electricity going.
I don't understand what the problem is here with these scholars not being able to figure out what these mean.
I know. Robert's got it
gonna say.
figured out.
Up there in front of Santa Claus and his reindeer, and in between, actually, there are two flying squirrels.
Yep.
I just realized that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I thought they were, really.
So that guarantees, that is proof that it's Santa Claus and his reindeer, because the flying squirrels are flying at the same altitude as the reindeer.
Same altitude.
We got a lizard coming up. We got a lizard crawling. Keep going, buddy.
It was just two tall people, and one of them was on the other one's shoulder.
I guess. I mean, that's pretty far up there. I mean,
They didn't have ladders. I'm lying. They obviously did. There's a ladder with hands over here somewhere.
Yeah, it did.
That one up there at the top.
yeah.
Yeah, Thor's hammer. Mjolnir.
Because I mean, look at
It was meant to be, guys. Look.
I'm pretty sure that the man with the shield and the hammer thing next to him, that's old as balls, I think. But the
Maybe
names
that
are on it now.
But it's not as old as these are.
I don't know. It could be older.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe that's why it's darker.
I was like, because the 1902 is darker than the 1954.
Yeah, that's true. So these were all done in the 50s, and we think they're ancient.
Yeah.
No, it could.
Ropes and rappelled off of it. And hung in front of the rock.
I don't know where your other half is, Michelle. He'll come back. He'll
Ring a bell. He'll come back.
And if he don't, well, he don't.
Did you get a good image of this?
He's probably roaming.
Thanks for coming along with us as we stopped here for a bit of history and a look way back in time. It's absolutely amazing that these petroglyphs had withstood the test of time for so long, and I literally hope that they're here forever for everyone to see. But stay tuned next week as there are plenty more of Moab adventures coming your way.